Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Spyro Reignited. I'm in the process of trying to make sure my chair doesn't spin me around to the point where I can't reach the mic. Something just dropped on the floor, and we're good to go. Out of the way. And now we're gonna... Ow. Stop hitting me, you rude people! Oh, high caves. This one's interesting. This one's gonna go well, I swear. I need to stop saying that. Every time I say I swear about something, it goes horribly wrong. Keep flying, Spyro. You'll get there eventually. Whee! Yeah, this is so arbitrary. It's like there's times where he goes super, super high, and then other times to where he just kind of stays low. These things used to really freak out my brother, even in the old graphics. Now it would make so much more sense because look at them. Yeesh. But they're supposed to be spiders, but why do they have pincers? I don't know. Goodbye. Ow! Gosh dang, that was a little bit of wrong place, wrong time. And do this. And then they have these little hidey areas so that you don't get hit by the tornado as it passes by. And then you just jump up here, and hello. Hello, sires.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Maybe I like moving stuff. Maybe they like moving stuff. How dare you encroach in their beliefs? I think this one actually has 6 levels. I don't know if the other one had 6 levels also. Let me, I'm gonna look just because. Oh, they all have 6 levels. Okay. They have the flight, the boss, and then 4 other levels, it seems. Okay, I was confused. So, I'm probably gonna do like... I did the boss, the hub world, and the speedway in the last episode, so I think I'll do like 4 in this one. I kinda knew that was there, but I also kinda didn't. And I know that there's a skill point for doing that. I'm trying to flame it. There we go. And each skill point gives you an extra life. That is good for me. I mean, I don't really lose that many lives, but it's nice to have a lot. Just in case you're like, oh, I'm horrible. I did knock something over.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
Okay, that's helpful. So I could like supercharge into all of them and knock them all out. And then I'll go ahead and flame this one and see if the other one explodes too. Oh, it was so cool having the like whatever that's called. Gosh dang it, I'm blanking on words. Ugh. Hate it when that happens. Ah, I could have done that so much more effortlessly. Hello, I'm gonna get you. Dang it. Whenever he jumps into the air, I can get him pretty easily there. As long as I get close enough. Gotcha. Haha. I told you. Them jumping in the air is the worst thing that they can do, because I touched the button. With my flames. My flamey flames. And in this area, I could fall off and get caught by these things. Whee! And they bring me to the top of the supercharge like every time, so that helps a lot, especially if you like misjudge a supercharge. Crap, like that. There we go. You have to actually glide. You know, kind of a staple for this game. The gliding. You know the one. Would you stop? Alright, go over there. Why is it so freaking laggy over here? There's like the water. There we go. I got him. Oh man, I could have done something cool. I had all these things here, so I could have used them to get the dude. Almost makes me want to restart. Almost. So now I think I'll deal with the spiders before I go to that other cave. Goodbye. And goodbye. Ah, no! No! No, he's got me! Oh, no! I don't want to deal with those freaking spiders yet, because all I can do to take them out right now is freaking supercharge, and that's not exactly the easiest thing to control. So let's not. Let's go up here. This is new. Hello, Druid. Die. Ah! Spider. Hello, Druid. Oh, and I apologize for anyone who has arachnophobia. The spiders are like mostly what I'm going to be dealing with in this now. Thank you. Die. I said die. Asshole. Die. And then let's hurry up and get over to get the last one before breath runs out. Crap. He was way too far away. So I guess I'll just have to supercharge the last one. And then I'm just gonna use the fairies to get up there quickly. Because rather than running slowly up the slope, I could just use the fairies and float up there. Except they take me all the way over here. Probably would have taken the same amount of time, if not shorter, to be able to get up there this way. Like the other way. Where's that spider? There he is. Gotcha. Arachnophobe. Defeat all the metalback spiders. Metalback spiders? That's what they called them? Hmm. Interesting. The reason why I say interesting is kind of my way of saying I don't really have too much else to say about this, but I want to make it seem like I actually cared about it. So I'm like, huh, interesting. Because I do actually care about whatever it is that I'm saying interesting about. It's just I don't really have anything to say about it. Is this gonna be enough? Gosh dang it, 82. Good thing I still have sparks. Excuse me.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high cave.
Yes, Cedric. Alright, Sparks, tell me where the gems are. That way? Oh, it's probably in this tiny little cave here. Or they some of them are. Do you have 10? Yeah! There we go. Dang it, it's too high. So I have to supercharge again. There we go. Goodbye. I don't know why I said 4 other levels before. It's actually 3. It's the hub world, boss, the gliding, and then 3 other levels. I look like an idiot to all y'all. And go to Alpine Ridge. Now it's once I finish up these, I probably enough this session of recording. Cause gosh dang it, who would have thought that playing video games and talking at the same time will wear you out so much? That's also something you never really hear about from YouTubers and stuff. Just how draining it is trying to talk and play games at the same time. And I really don't understand how streamers can do it for like hours upon hours upon hours. Definitely props to them, because it's not easy at all. Because I've already been playing for like an hour and a half, and I'm like, ugh, I'm kind of drained. And then there's those people who play for multiple hours playing freaking like 3 or 4 different games in a session. Just like switching, like playing for a certain amount of time and then switching between them and stuff, and that sounds horrible. But it's what happens whenever you become a YouTuber. If you're like not constantly sending out videos, people are gonna forget about you, and then the people who make money with YouTube do a lot more than just like 1 video a day. They do like 4 or 5 in a session, and then and then they freaking then they actually get a break. It's not nearly as easy as people think. And it's like, yeah, I can make some easy money just sitting at home playing video games. And then it's like, I don't really want to just play the games that I record. I kind of want to play my own games, and whatever time I use playing games to record, I lose on playing games that I actually want to play, like on my own.
Thank you for releasing.
You're welcome, sir. You're just gonna leave. Oh, and the benefit of these types of games is once I get that dragon, after I complete everything else, I get all the gems and stuff, I could just leave. I don't need to get to the exit area for everything to save. I could just leave the mission. I praise this game a lot. I mean, it's far from a perfect game, but it's not imperfect enough to not be fun. Because there's some games that are... Oh, don't worry about that. They just, like, are so imperfect that they're not fun. Or they're so perfect that they're not fun. Or they're imperfect and their imperfections make it fun. Or they're perfect and fun. It's a weird thing. Hi Xander, how you doing? I thought Xander's normally spelled with an X.
If you keep this up, you'll learn all the tricks of the magic crafter's world.
And you definitely start not liking a game when you have to play it for multiple hours and talk at the same time.
Remember that these blue thieves have stolen eggs outside the magic crafter's world as well.
I know!
Don't worry, I'll take care of them.
Oh, this one is annoying. Especially if you want to get the chests and stuff while you're passing by. Like... Boo! Come here. Gosh dang it. I have to get him while he's jumping again. And if I jump, it slows me down too. The benefit of not being on a strict path is you can actually go on the inside and you have a more narrow turning radius, so you can gain pretty easily. That's kind of why whenever you see anyone play a car game, they're always driving on the inside of a turn, and then they always end up passing people through that, because the AI of the other racers are actually on a strict path. Most of it, they kind of deviate a little bit, but their AI is not good enough to actually make them go on the inside of a turn. With some games, there's exceptions to that rule, and those games are actually more difficult for novice, like people who don't play racing games. Those games are hard for them to actually want to play and get into. Really? 85? Come on. What am I missing? Oh, of course. Alright, and then I get the dragon, and then I could just leave. But yeah, that's what I've kind of noticed. I'm not a car person, but there's certain games that I actually would be okay with playing.
Noisy, gigantic, awful beasts,
Nope.
are you?
Of course not.
Oh, good. I didn't think so.
Why'd you say oh good? Exit level. Got one more level after this, and then Magic Crafters is done. And then, like before, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek at the next level. Right. And then this is just from my own thing. I'm going to supercharge into the next level that I'm supposed to be going into. Oh no! No! I'm actually gonna die. That's actually what's gonna happen. Those times are always fun. Whenever you're trying to do something and then you just fail utterly. There we go. And I wasn't even going towards the right level. I was actually going towards Blowhard again. We're not doing that one again. There's no need to. We're going to Wizard Peak. Which, by my estimation, is going to be mountains. Yep, mountains. Oh, side path. From what I know of this game, and from what I've played, like, you always do the side paths first, because those normally loop around to the main area at an area that you can't really get to before. So you go there first, pick up everything, and then go through the level like normal. You may need to backtrack a little bit, but it's worse than backtracking all the way back to the beginning to take the side path. So I have to redo the side path. Actually, no. Let me continue until I get to a certain point, then go all the way back. Ow! Ass! There we go. But yeah, I still am planning on doing a Knights of the Republic 1 and 2 playthrough at some point, but it's going to be long and daunting, like Mass Effect. But we'll see if I can actually finish it. I would want to do it with like mods and stuff, but I don't really have a computer I can record on, really. And freaking Knights of the Republic is hard to oh, look at that. I went far enough. But Knights of the Republic is hard to mod and keep everything working.
Welcome to Wizard Peak. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Okay. You look like you have lipstick on. You're a hairy wizard. Take out those wizards, and then take these out. And I'm gonna do something that's actually kind of fun. I'm gonna chain the supercharge. And then whee! I really like the mixing the supercharges to get to different areas. And there's an area in the next hub world that has you do that throughout the entire thing. And it's like difficult to find the correct pathway to go, but as you're doing it, it's super fun. I wonder how many more eggs I'm missing, like, total. Oh, it won't even tell me. Gosh dang it. One of these days I would have got it. Hello, Hexus. How you doing?
Well done, Spyro. Thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome. Goodbye. Because normally whenever they say thank you for releasing me is whenever they're just like, once they finish saying that, then they just kind of peace. And just kind of peace out. And it's like, okay, okay. what was the purpose for you saying that? To give me, like, validation for the work that I do? Or what? I don't really understand. But hey, you can't really complain about a game just trying to have dialogue. I mean, you can, but then you would probably much prefer a text-based adventure game or like a non-story-based strategy game or an online game, because those have no dialogue at all, and then you can just have your fun playing the game with no real story to it. That's not really my cup of tea, but to each their own. I'm not really going to bash on someone's. Okay. I'm not really gonna bash on someone's gaming choices. I just personally would much rather play a like a co-op game or something like that than like an online only game or a game with no real story to it. It's like, that's just not enjoyable to me. But this coming from someone who doesn't really like multiplayer shooters. Oh, that was the last egg. I had a feeling it would be, but... Ow. Hello. Goodbye. Oh, I got all the jams. That's nice. Hi, Lucas.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan's home world near the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan's homeworld? Waterfall. Sounds good.
Yeah, that's actually the first time you hear about that, and that would have been probably the only thing that would have you backtrack in this game. But I already knew about it, so I already knew to do that. So I didn't have to backtrack. I could just continue with the game all the way through. And also, there's a 100% like progress ending, and that's pretty much what I'm going for, because there's a fun level right before it. Like, that's the good thing about these games also, is like they make it easy for you to 100% the game, and they also still make it fun. It's interesting.
Spyro, for recovering so many of our dragons.
You're welcome. I actually got all of them.
Board for the Beastmaker's world if you're ready. Would you like to go?
Okay. Spyro's such an asshole. He just bounces on their head without even asking for permission first. He's a balloonist. He could like lower the balloon a little bit so that you don't have to jump on his head. But does Spyro ask for him to do that? No. And here's Beastmakers. I don't know if you could tell it or not, but most of the areas are going to involve swamps. I actually think this is different than whenever I first played it. I think the sky was more blue, and it wasn't nearly as dark. So I think they might have actually changed it in like an update, because this game did update once or twice. And it looks more like how it used to, with the how it used to be. It was like all dark and it had like a black sky and everything. It was interesting. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. If you like this video, please feel free to leave a like and a comment, and yeah, definitely, if you guys have pointers on how to play games better, as long as you do them in a nice way, I'm more than happy to listen to them. What do you want from me? Get out of here. Gosh. Alright. And if you like my stuff, feel free to subscribe and watch some of my older videos. They're gonna be... Probably most of them are probably not gonna be finished, even though I say that I will. Because I've lost most of the saves for those. But yeah. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one.